Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Once again, welcome to Energy webinar about therapeutic beverages. And I hand over the word straight away to Misha, who is going to be our tour guide for for energy therapeutic products, and she will tell you all about it. So thanks everyone for joining, and Misha, thank you very much, and I pass over the word to you.
And hi everyone. Heart warmly welcome. And I would like to ask you, Martina, if you could help me with my presentation, because I can't again.
Okay, you can share.
Yes. I think there's some you should allow me.
I think you are allowed now, so hopefully
Good.
it
Yes.
will work.
Yes. Great. Great. And I will try with this. Okay. So
Perfect.
how about this? Can you see the presentation?
Yes, we can see it. Maybe you can
Okay. And
you
move. Do you see
can
another list?
we see the list on the left, and then in the middle the presentation picture. So maybe if you could move it to play the presentation, so we only
I
see.
did, but it didn't work.
Okay,
So
but
now,
it's big enough, I think, for me. I hope for everyone
no.
else too.
Do you
And
see the page with the T's?
yes, yes.
And
Guys,
now
I thought there was about collagen and QR coffee today.
what?
I thought it's about coffee and collagen today.
We can speak about them as well if we will have time, actually, because I wanted to speak about the energy teas because they have so much benefits. So I wanted to introduce them.
But then we have definitely a topic for another webinar. So we can speak more in depth about collagen and the
Tea drink and tea
drink.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So do you see the whole screen?
Yeah.
Presentation? Good, good, good. So welcome everybody. Have a nice evening, morning, afternoon, whatever you have. I'm really happy to see you back again. And today's topic in very very specific time, because it's autumn time, so it's time for the tea. And I think this is the perfect time to introduce some teas which energy has, because we are trying to have such herbal teas which have special benefits, and they can support all the regeneration process. And also we can use them and drink them on the daily basis. So I think tea is a very good thing, how to enjoy the time, how to stop yourself for a while. And also it has the benefits for your health. So this is, I think, very important and very nice to have. And because I'm a tea lover, and I think every tea except the kombu tea. I don't know whether you ever had kombu tea. It's very salty tea, and some people loves it and some people hate it. So I'm the hate person for this tea. However, other teas are fine with me. So I just wanted to say something a little about the history of tea, because they say, the legend says, that 2700 37 before Christmas, sorry, before Christ, there was an emperor who was having picnic under the tree, and the servant came to him with the boiled water for drinking, and accidentally there was a leaf which fell down into the cup. And the emperor, because he loved herbs and he was really someone who was a philosopher, he decided to try this infusion, and he realized that it was really tasty, and that's the legend of the tea. So since this time, in China, we have the tea making, and then tea spread all over the world, like India, Japan, then even into the Europe. And because the Camellia sinensis leaves were not even able to plant in Europe, we used herbal teas. So we used herbs which were local, and sometimes the herbal tea is called tisane. So sometimes you can find both names, so tisane or tea. But like pure tea is tea made out by Camellia sinensis. I think it's pity because we used to have two very good and high quality teas. One green tea was called GABA, which is very strong green tea, very tasty one, and very healthy. And then we had matcha tea. However, there was a problem with the quality because energy is really taking care of high quality products, and we are always looking for bio quality, and we would like to have the best which you can have. So we had problem with a good quality of these teas, so we had to take them out from our list. So and I wanted to say, as I said already on the beginning, that tea is not only medicine, but it's also ritual. So it's really your chance to stop. So even you take your tea as a medicine, you can have some small break just to calm down yourself, because we have really crazy times. And I thought that autumn won't be so fast, but it's really fast. And I think it's like year by year, it's faster and faster. So we should calm down, slow down, and tea can be our help. So that's just for the beginning. And now I would like to introduce you the first one, which I love so much. It's Ncaria tomentosa. It's called cat's claw or Wilcacora. It's a very well-known plant, and it really looks like a cat's claw. It has these small claws, and it's actually liane, which is from uh, in the deep forests of Peru. Yes,
Misha, maybe you want to move the slide if you have a slide for this.
I did. Okay,
Okay, perfect. Now we have it.
you have it.
Yeah.
But it's strange because whenever okay. Okay, give me 1 minute. I
I'm
will
sorry
try
for
to.
interrupting. Just
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to make a full screen. However, it seems that it can't be. Okay, it's strange. Okay.
I do. I was.
Everyone can see Uncaria tomentosa? Hope
I
yes.
can see.
Okay. So it has so many names. You can find it as a cat's claw or Wilcacora. We have also Czech name, which is very funny. However, I think most of you don't understand Czech. So Wilcacora is, I think, the most famous name for this plant, for this herb, and it's kind of big plant, and it has also its own legend. So it's legendary plant, and actually by the people of Peru, it's very well known, and they really have it almost as a goddess of herbs. So this has legend when the one Ashashinka's warrior was very seriously wounded, and he was just taking rest in the forest, and accidentally he saw the tiger. And at the first sight, the tiger was very old. However, the tiger drank the nectar of this lion, and finally, after a few minutes, this tiger had enough power to go for hunting. And so when the warrior sees it, he tried also this nectar, and he felt much better. So he had enough power to get back home, even he was wounded. So since this time, the Peruvian Indians, they say that they have this power of herb. And actually, there was even the ban of the informations about this herb, because it was so powerful. So actually, the government of Peru was afraid that it will be very dangerous for the medical companies, because this herb has enough power to beat all the drugs. So it was banned for, I think, 30 years already. Now it's free again. So we have enough information. We have the studies about Uncaria tomentosa. And for the tea, we are using dried crushed bark. So this is the part of the herb we are using. And it's immunostimulating, regenerative, anti-allergic, and strong antioxidant herb. It has really strong effects. And also we should be careful with this herb, with this tea of Uncaria tomentosa, because not everyone can drink it. But if you have some inflammation, it doesn't matter whether it's a virus, bacteria, or fungi, you can always use Uncaria tomentosa. It's really strong, and in combination with Draximun or with my brain doesn't work. Jak se jmenuje? Cistus. With cistus, you can really beat almost everything. So these three you can use. There's one benefit of tea, because you have enough of liquid, enough of water during your cure. So this is really another benefit. So with Uncaria tomentosa, you can fight with flu, or even cold, or some virus. We used it also with COVID, but as we know, the COVID is like for everyone a little bit different. So you should try, then you will see. But it also works with asthma, rheumatism, arthritis, diseases of digestive tract. I mean, like usually like inflammation problems. stomach ulcers, which is really good because people with stomach ulcers usually don't have so many options how to treat the stomach. So Uncaria tomentosa is really great for such a people, and you can combine this tea with veronal, which is great combination for stomach ulcers. So then intestines inflammation. So I mean like Crohn and other inflammations of intestines, you can use it as well. High blood pressure, it's really lowering the blood pressure. So sometimes when someone is taking already some drugs, you should be careful with this, because Uncaria is not balancing, but it's really lowering the blood pressure, because most of the plants and herbs are usually balancing the blood pressure, but Uncaria is really lowering without hesitation. So it also works with the cardiovascular diseases, and also sometimes with the menstrual disorder. And it also worked with the people, they have long COVID. So if they used it for like long period, it was really huge support for their health. So I think Uncaria tomentosa has a really wide range of use. And I think the active substances, which can be like, I think, good information for you, are alkaloids like isotherapodin, which is a special alkaloid which doesn't have all the T's. Then there is some rinchophilin, phytosterols, and there is the beta-cysterol, which is really good substance for our health. And there is a huge amount of beta-cysterol. Then flavonoid epicatechin and proanthocyanidins, which are good substances for these stomach ulcers. And also, like Uncaria tomentosa is really good to, if you drink it, if you use it. Okay, how to prepare it? 1 tablespoon, the full one, into the 1 liter of water, of boiling water, and I'm boiling it like 40 or 50 minutes, but I think 30 is enough. But Peruvian Indians say that sometimes they boil it like when there is a small teapot rest from, I think there was 5 kilo of the tea of Uncaria tomentosa in a huge boiling water tank, and they boiled it until there was such a small amount of tea, and they said that this is the right way how to prepare this tea. So but that way was too strong. However, we have one special tip for boiling this water, this tea, because if you cut 1 lemon into the slices and put it into the teapot, into the 1 liter of boiled water, and boil it with Uncaria tomentosa, then you will get very tasty and refreshing tea. And you can drink it both, like hot or cold, it doesn't matter. It's very good to divide it into few doses. Sometimes when like even when I was sick, I did it like I made huge amount of tea, and like I made so many doses, and I put it into the freezer, so I didn't have to boil the tea all the time. So that's another special tip from me, how to use Uncaria tomentosa, and it's really good good beverage, I think, and especially for a hot summer, I love it. It has special taste, and it's like immunostimulating drink, and especially like in August, when already the body is preparing for autumn, you can use Uncaria tomentosa as like immunostimulating tea, and it's really tasty one. If you boil it without lemon, it's okay, but I think, to me, for better taste, the lemon is fine, because otherwise it's a bit bitter. So especially for children, they don't like it, and for children you can also add honey. So I think Uncaria tomentosa is really like good one for especially for this cold and fever and this disease when you have really sore throat. It's amazing tea, and you need to drink at least 1 liter a day. So it's also good because all the toxins are going out from your body. So there is kind of detoxification, and while it's working with viruses, bacteria, and fungi, it also has this anti-inflammation effect. So it's taking out all the heat from the body. So it's really amazing tea for this. And also the people with a high blood pressure, they using Uncaria tomentosa, and you can use it like 3 weeks and then 1 week off. If you use it for a long time, it's or if you have acute problems, you can use it for 6 weeks, but after this you really need like once break. It's really important. So but usually you will see that you will have the desire to drink this tea. You will have the taste, you want to drink it. So this will be like for 5 to 7 days, and then you will be fine, I think. So so that's usually, but for some people, especially with the long COVID or with the stomach ulcers, they're using it for long term using, but in very tiny doses usually. That's why there is also the freezer version working, because they don't need like 1 liter a day. They usually use like 250 milliliters a day, just to get information for the body, how to behave. So so this Uncaria tomentosa you can use like this. I think in Peru they are sometimes drinking Uncaria tomentosa daily, especially in winter. And what I wanted to say, there's some contraindications with this tea. So it's like not for lactating and pregnant women. However, they should be really careful with the tea. So I think like not in the first trimester. This is really like no good for Uncaria tomentosa, because this tea is immunostimulating. So we shouldn't take it in first trimester, and I would be very careful also in the last one. But if you really need to cure some cold and you don't know how to do it, and Draximum or Vironal don't work, then you can try Uncaria just for 2 or 3 days. Then the people, they are taking the drugs like protease inhibitors. They should be careful, or they shouldn't use Uncaria tomentosa and other autoimmune diseases. there is the problem with this immunostimulating effect, and it's really huge. The immunostimulating effect of Uncaria tomentosa is really strong. It's powerful. That's why there is no another tea in energy portfolio that has like no for autoimmune diseases, but this one, yes. This one I really don't use with autoimmune diseases in any case. It's really, really strong tea. And this is like, if you take a gentian, so Uncaria tomentosa has the power of gentian on different level. That's why I'm saying about contraindications, because it's really powerful herb, even it doesn't look like it is. So just be careful with this. And if you want to give to your clients, just ask them, because I love Uncaria tomentosa, but I'm kind of healthy. So I'm using it when I have really some cold and I need some tea, or I want to drink some tea. So Uncaria is my partner for cold. And of course, don't use it in case of organ transplantation or after transfusion, because there is also like it's working with the blood, so there can be some contraindication. Also, be careful during the hormonal treatment. That's also like, I mean, hormonal treatment after some cancers or some like operations. And also children's under 3 years old, they shouldn't use it. However, if there is really need to use it, you can, but very small doses, really small, not 1 liter. So like Uncaria tomentosa, it's not dangerous, but it's powerful plant. And I really recommend you to try it because you can use it even as a coffee. If you will like it, if you will like the taste, I really recommend with the lemon. You will like it as a summer drink. It's really, really nice tea, according to me. And it's powerful. So whenever you have some problems, like I think, like to me, I'm always using it in case of cold or flu. But try as a support with another energy products, like with the pentagram drops or pentagram fungi. You can use it, and I think you will see some very, very nice results, I think. And we have another tea. I hope you will see it. Do you see Lapacho? Right. Lapacho is another tea. It's also legendary tea. This Lapacho we are taking is from central Peru. You can also find it under the name Tabebuia ceratifolia. I have problem with the Latin always. In this case, we are also using the crushed tree bark. And always when we have this bark, these teas should be boiled. And I think like, especially for Uncaria, as longer as better. For Lapacho, there is only 5 minutes, which is like very convenient, I think, because for Uncaria, I always forget. But it's fine. But with Lapacho, it's only 5 minutes. So this is really, really nice tea. And it's also, again, immunostimulating. It has very strong healing effect. It's anti-allergic, and it's also antioxidant. So this tea is already known, but I think so many people don't boil it, and they just use it as an infusion. but they don't have all benefits from infusion. That's why there is a very important thing why to boil it, because you never get all the substances from the bark if you don't boil it. So that's why it's important to boil. And I know it's not so convenient because you have to boil the tea, but then you will get all the benefits from it. So you can use it always when there is some inflammation. Again, viruses, bacteria, fungi, doesn't matter. I think in this case, Lapacho is not so strong as Uncaria tomentosa. However, it's like more gentle. Uncaria tomentosa is really like a wild cat, but Lapacho is very gentle. So you can use it even like, I think even children will like it because it's very tasty tea. And you can also use it with asthma, especially for the allergies. I mean, lungs, like the allergies for the flowers, especially in spring. So you can drink it like from I think from if you start from January, you will have really nice support for the allergies in spring. Lapacho is also well-known tea, which are using people, they suffer with diabetes. This is also a nice combination. You can combine it with Ginex, and it's nice tea. And people with diabetes, they usually, because they take another drugs, and Lapacho is can be combined with drugs. And also these people with diabetes usually have problems with the water in their body, and Lapacho is helping them to really to have the balanced water level. So it's really good. It also works with the liver diseases, stomach inflammation. And there is another benefit because once you have someone with borreliosis, it doesn't matter if it's acute or chronic um, uh, time of or chronic phase of borreliosis, you can use Lapacho as a support. It doesn't cure it by itself. It's not that strong. However, you can use it with Draximon, with another like for the borreliosis, we also use sometimes Cytosan to take out all the toxins. And Lapacho is like a great help because while you're taking Cytosan, you need enough of water. You need to drink enough. So also with the mononucleosis, we cure usually with Cytosan and Regalen, and Lapacho can be big support for them. It also works with the nervous system diseases, and also you can use it externally. So sometimes if you have skin problems like psoriasis and another skin problems, especially the if you have eczema, you can use Lapacho for the skin. You can add it to your hair mask as well. I mean the tea, not the tree bark. And also some people are using it with the gynecological problems externally, I mean. So there are another active substances of this tea. I think there are so many substances, but there are some another extra because Lapacho has also minerals. So there is calcium and potassium, phosphorus and magnesium. And I think the reason why it also works with borreliosis and mononucleosis is that there is a small amount of tin and manganese, which is also inside the cytosan. So you can see that there is almost the same effect. Cytosan is focused on some like more detoxification way. However, Lapacho will help cytosan to cure the body. And how to prepare Lapacho? It depends on your taste. You can use 4 teaspoons for 1 liter. This is like a general recipe. However, if you like a little bit lighter infusion, then you can use less teaspoons. It's fine even with 2 teaspoons. I tried and it's really fine. It's very light. It's tasty still. So these teaspoons you add to 1 liter of boiling water. You will boil it for 5 minutes and then just leave it for 15 to 20 minutes. I think 15 is enough. And you can drink it like all day long, again, like cold and or hot, it depends on you. And there is 1 month break, which is really needed after 3 weeks of use. So this is like general with another energy product, you need to make some break. Yes, and there are not so huge contraindications like in case of Uncaria tomentosa. So be careful with lactating or pregnant women. However, of course, you can use it externally if they need it. Again, with the small children, babies, and it's not recommended with a low blood pressure, in case of low blood pressure, because it's again lowering blood pressure. And there is also case with people, they suffer with heart failure. Lapacho shouldn't be used. So just ask your clients in case they have this. And if you have acute diarrhea or some febrile diseases, don't use Lapacho as well. I think like if you drink it once, nothing happens, of course. But as we know, some clients are crazy, and if they take it and then they have some problems, they can say that like it was thanks to the Lapacho. So we don't want it. That's why just there are some contraindications. I'm speaking about them. However, I've never heard about someone who had the problem from tea. So that's just the recommendation for you. Yes.
Sorry, I was muted. There are 2 questions from Claire on the chat, Misha, to Lapacho.
Yes.
So sorry for interrupting, but I think it's maybe good to answer it straight away when we are with Lapacho. And the first question is, how can you use it for the skin? And the second question is, would you add it to a bath after it has been boiled?
Yes, you can use it for the bath. Of course, cool it down. And for the skin, you can use it like you will boil it. The preparation is all the time the same. Then you cool it down, and you keep it in some teacup or something. And usually after taking bath or shower, I just used, or I tried, but people usually use the pad. They just put it into the tea, and they moisture the skin with the tea. So that's the way how you can use it, because Lapacho is really helping to the skin. And then after this, you just don't need to wash the face or the skin, and you can put the cream on it or anything else you are using. So it's not irritating the skin. Is it okay like this? I hope
Thank
I
you.
answered. Okay. So I think that was enough to Lapacho, and let's go to Chanca Piedra. Chanca Piedra is a specialty. We call this tea and this plant in Czech as a stonebreaker. And it's well known even in the world as a stonebreaker. But this plant is coming from central Peru. You can find it under the Latin name Philanthus niruri. And we are using dried crushed plant stem finally. But even this stem you need to boil. So this is another way that we need to boil stem part of the plant. And Chanca Piedra is a great tea for, again, inflammations, stomach diseases as well, for intestinal infections, and especially for the gallstones. However, be careful with the gallstones with the clients, because usually when the client knows that he has a gallstones, the gallstones are usually too big. So, and Chanca Piedra has the effect that it's really taking out the stones. And in this case of such a huge stone, you should be careful because it can be stuck somewhere on the way out from the body, and then it can cause a really serious problem. So just ask the clients because if they have like the sand in the gallbladder or very tiny stones, and according to the doctors, it's like operation yes or no, maybe no. This is the way how to use Chanca Piedra. But where is the decision from the doctor? Operation yes, then no Chanca Piedra and get to the operation. That's just my advice for this case. But usually people they really try to avoid the operation, so they trying to find the way how to get out the stones. However, really be careful with this because it has really strong effect, and it's really working with the stones. That's why we call it stone breaker. So it works with the gallstones and kidney stones, with also inflammation of the bladder. So whenever you have like chronic inflammations of bladder, and usually women are suffering of this, you can use Chanca Piedra. You can use it like you can drink it few times in a year, just as a protection, and also while you have already inflammation. Chanca Piedra is, according to me, it's tasty tea again. So I think you can use it once you are suffering with these problems. It also works with the prostate, with the kidneys, and there is also another huge benefit because the clients with the diabetes of type 2, they have huge support from Chanca Piedra. There are some special substances, especially these quinolizidins and tannins, they're working with this diabetes. So it's helpful tea for such a for such a client. So you can use it. It works with the hepatitis B, and it works in acute or chronic inflammation. So in both ways, you can use Chanca Piedra, which is also, again, so you can combine it with Draximun very easily, but Chanca Piedra will be big support. And of course, if you have cold or flu, and you can even use it with a high blood pressure. I think many teas are having this lowering blood pressure effect. So it's not only that you have your time, your break, but it's really working with the blood pressure. And Chanca Piedra is also lowering the fevers. So it's very good when children have high fevers. And it really is like these 3 days with the high fevers, you can have support with Chanca Piedra. It's also giving the metabolism support. So it's working with our digestion system, thanks to the alkaloids and flavonoids. There is also rutin, which is helping to the cardiovascular system. So the Chanca Piedra has huge benefits, and always when you have some problems with kidneys, you can use Chanca Piedra as a support, as a healing tea. It's really, really great tea for people. They have problem with kidneys and with the mineral, with a problem with the minerals in the body, because it's dealing with the minerals economy of the body. And I see, yes, this will be better, I think. So it's diuretic. So that's what I said, it's working with the water and with the stones. So it's supporting the good minerals, metabolism, let's say. It's anti-inflammation, it's regenerating, it's also anti-aging, and it has antispasmodic effect, which is really great with the kidneys and with the gallstones. Yes, and how to prepare this? It's like 1 or 2 tablespoons. It depends on you, how strong tea you need and how strong tea you prefer. You again you put it into the 1 liter of boiling water, boil it at least for 5 minutes. It's 10 minutes, it's okay. It's a bit stronger, but even better, especially when you need to lower the fevers. And this 1 liter, you can divide it to 3, 4, or 5 daily doses. It depends. If you have the inflammation, it's better into 5 doses, because the information from the tea is coming more often to the body. So it's better. And you can drink it for 1 month if you have real problems. But if you have gall inflammation, bladder inflammation, you can drink it just until it's fine. So it's usually within 1 or 2 weeks. And again, there are some contraindications, but of course, again, like lactating and pregnant women, all of us know that we should be careful. But I think Chanca Piedra is kind of fine for not so long usage. And children's under 3 years old, but they usually don't need Chanca Piedra. Only in case of high fever, but usually we leave these children first 3 days, because it should be burned. Everything should be burned out from the body, and then we are using some fever lowering drugs or teas or another medicine. So Chanca Piedra is really another powerful tea, and I think it's not so much well known. That's why I wanted to speak about it, because it has special benefits which you can't find in the drops or another products, and you can use it, you can combine it, especially with the renal in case of kidneys or gallstones. It's really great. You can also combine it with Regolan, and you can combine it with Citosan. It depends what you need. And as of course, Draximun in case of inflammation. So Chanca Piedra can be another very nice friend to our another products, and friend to you as well. So let's move to another one. And my beloved Smilax officinalis. I always call it as a family tea. If you have one client which has a problem with the kidneys, there's usually like all the family has kind of problem, so it can be family tea. We are using the dried crushed root. So again, we need to boil this tea. This Smilax is coming from India. It has like light sweet taste. So that's why even children like it, because it's really nice tea. It's like light red. So it's a bit of different tea. So whenever I give it to the children, they like it because it's like different color. So they like to drink red tea. It's again immunostimulating, anti-inflammation. It has a tonic effect. It has also anabolic effect. There is aphrodisiac effect, and it's also again antioxidant. And what's great for Smilax, it's also pain relieving. So sometimes it can be used as a painkiller, which is like, of course, it's not for huge pain, but this Smilax is supporting the kidneys. So whenever you have like tooth pain, or you are after some or if you broke your bones, you can use the Smilax as a support, like supporting tea with another minerals and products. But Smilax, it's really like a kidneys product. It works with the joint pains, arthrosis, which we didn't have tea, which you can use during arthrosis. It also works with the rheumatism. And there is one very good message, because patients with a rheumatoid arthritis, they have the tea which will be supporting them. So this tasty tea can also help with this rheumatoid arthritis, which is really not good disease. It's very long term, and it can't be cured like fully. However, you can support it and you can help yourself. It works with the inflammation of the kidneys and bladder as well. So like Chanca Piedra, but Smilax is more pain relieving, and more gentle. It's also working with the sexually transmitted diseases. So sometimes it even works with the fertility problems, because sometimes it's really like you need to support the kidneys. So it's enough sometimes, even the Smilax. There is the harmonization of hormonal system. This is also like Smilax powerful way how to work with the hormonal system. So you can combine it with the renal or with Ginex very easily. It somehow works with allergies and eczema. And you can use it in cases of psoriasis, acne, and impure skin. And because Smilax is working and supporting the kidneys, it also works with the fatigue. There are saponins, beta-cysterol again. there is a huge mineral amount. So there is a calcium, copper, iron, iodine, and another minerals. And why it's working with the skin, there is a sulfur and B complex. And of course, vitamin C is again anti-inflammation and immunostimulating. So it's very, very great tea with many benefits if you drink it. That's why I say it's a family tea. And how to prepare this tea is like you can use and you can boil 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon is enough, really. Sometimes even half of tablespoon can be fine for 1 liter of boiling water. And you need to boil it at least for 3 minutes. If you boil it like more than 10 minutes, it's not tasty tea. So 3 to 5 minutes, this is really like enough. And you can drink this 1 liter for all day long. For good taste, I would recommend to drink it warm. Cold is, I don't like cold, this tea, cold version, but warm is really nice. And again, kidneys like warm stuff. So you need to bring them something warm to put energy. So you can serve it with the honey as well, again for children. And contraindications, it's again the same, just be careful. But I think for the woman, it can be support in the first trimester. So like if you have women which is like known and which you know that she wouldn't make you problems, you can give her this advice just to drink Smilax as a support. But be careful. And I think almost the last one, we have Tribulus. You know that we have Tribulus drops. So we all know that Tribulus we are using for really like people, they have illness, exhaustion. They are after the operations, they are really like they broke their bones. They are somewhere at the end of their powers. So Tribulus is very strong. And I love the tea more than drops because the tea is very tasty. Tea is very tasty, is again very powerful, but the taste is really nice. So to me, tea is better than drops. We are getting the Tribulus from Bulgaria. We are for Tribulus, you will be very thankful because you don't need to boil it. So this is like very good tea, even to make it in your office. And so we are using dried crushed flax. And it has these effects like diuretic, regenerating, analgesic, anti-aging, tonic, and it's also supporting the sexual performance. It's really well known. Tribulus is especially for men. They are taking as a help, and it really works, I think. But Tribulus is working with the hormonal system as well. So you can combine it easily with Ginex for the woman usually, and with the Renol for a man or for a woman as well. But you can also combine it easily with Corolan. So I like Tribulus, but you can also use it just by itself because Tribulus is very strong. It's very tasty light tea, but with a strong effect. So usually we can also use it in a case of high blood pressure. people with the diabetes are using tribulus because it's really giving them the power. And it's also fighting with the enlargement of the prostate. It's a prostate. It's really good support. And again, with the hormonal problems like climateric problems, you can use it in case of high cholesterol. I think like almost all the teas are helping with the blood pressure and cholesterol, but tribulus is like more powerful. You can also use it during the cardiovascular diseases, digestion problems, because these flavonoids are helping to digest. So it's support for the stomach and even the intestines. It's also, you can use it while illness exhaustion. So after long COVID, you can use tribulus, like as a gentle way how to restore the powers of your body. And it's good for the managers. I usually give them tribulus tea because they usually drink only coffee. So tea is better way. And I say that tribulus is giving you enough of power like the tea. So I think you can use tribulus instead of coffee, which is good way for them, and they really feel like powerful. They have enough power to finish their work. They have power to focus, which is also a good thing. So there are steroid saponins. That's why the sexual performance. It also works with the restoring the muscles. It's even King Kong contains tribulus. So I think tribulus is really nice tea, and it's very easy to prepare. So half or 1 teaspoon you infuse for 15 minutes in 250 milliliters of boiled water. I like half of the teaspoon. It's much better taste. And maximum daily dose is 2 grams. Be careful of this because especially men, they like a huge amount of everything because they think that they will be ready faster. So just be careful because tribulus can be very strong. There is one contraindication. Don't use it in case of anemia. And other contraindications are all the time the same. So I think like for tribulus, you can also use it after all the hormonal things, like after pregnancy, after giving the birth, so getting back the powers, especially like in very low level, but very small amount, I mean, but it really works. You can use it after the operations as like drinking regime. So this is really good to use it. And because time is too fast, so the last one is Mytenus ilicifolia. I know it as a cangarosa, and you can find it also under the name Espinheira Santa. I think it's in the Spanish speaking countries. So the country of origin is Brazil, and in this case we are using the crushed flax. So you don't need to boil it again. So yes, you need to boil it. Sorry, you need to boil it. So Mytenus you can use in when you need to calm down, when you need to clean the blood. So whenever there is some wound which is not healing well, you can always use Mytenus. You can use it in menstrual problems, for women, they are in menopause. In some kinds of indigestion, you can use it as well, especially for stomach ulcers. There's again for the cleaning blood effect, so it works with the stomach ulcers. And people, they have mechanical problem for the with the reflux. You can use Mytanus because it has this, like, it works with the acidity of stomach. So it's very good for people they are suffering with the reflux. So flatulence, constipation, I think, like, all the cases of indigestion you can try with the Mytanus. These people with the digestion problems, they are usually kind of complicated, but Mytanus is worth to try. So, thanks to the anti-acidity effect, it also works with the calming down. So it works with the psychological problems, with the problems with the memory and concentration. So you can combine it with the Stemeral in these cases. It also works with the inflammation and with these poorly healing wounds. So it also works with diabetes patients. They have wounds they don't want to heal. So you can use Mytanus for them. It's also like working with the cell aging process. So it has this anti-aging effect as well. But I think, like, most important things is, like, it's anti-inflammation and it's calming down effect. Like, Tribulus is giving you energy, and Mytanus is calming you down. So this is, I think, the another benefit of this tea. I think the substances, they are helping this tea to work with the stomach and with the psychological problems is magnesium and calcium. That's why. And you need to boil 3 teaspoons in, I think 1 liter is okay again, because then you have bigger dose. And you can divide it up to 3 daily doses. And again, after 3 weeks, it's important to take one week break. Then you can go back to the tea again. But this 1 week break is really needed, especially with the psychological problems. Yes, and this specialty with lemon, it doesn't work for Mytanus. It's accidentally here. However, contraindications are the same again. So, and I think we are finally at the end. I'm so sorry, but I really wanted to introduce you the teas because they are very important, and I think that they can support all another products. And I think it's tea time because it's autumn. So I just I hope that you enjoyed and you got some new informations. So they will be useful for you, and you will try the teas because they are really tasty. And I really I think that there is a high quality as much as possible. It's really the highest we could find on the market. And I know that we are really traveling all around the world to find the best farmers, to find the best quality products for us, for you. So that's why I tried so many. I think, like, I made this this study with the tribus. So I tried another teas from another companies, and I don't know about the effect, but about the taste, I knew that the energy one was the best. So that's why I believe in the energy teas. And I think like if you would love to use them and if you will combine them, it will have another benefits, and it will have stronger effect with curing the client. And it will give you, I think it will give you like happiness, because tea is, especially for me, tea is kind of happiness. So do you have some questions or answers to me? Questions, and I will try to give you answers. Sorry, too much party.
Hi, Misha. Thank you. It was absolutely brilliant, like always. And I think I need to order some for us.
Yes.
Because you know what, I used to drink them and I totally stopped, and I don't. And now when you talk about it again, you kind of renew the information. You think, oh my God, I need this. I need this. I know somebody who's got this. You know what I mean? With every product anyway. Okay.
Yes.
Can I just have a question? You already touched the stomach ulcers. I have a lady who's got she's got IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome already. She's 75, never really been taking anything, to be honest.
Wow.
She's been taking quite lots of things from me over the times. Then she stopped, then she's back again. So she's got stomach ulcers and IBS. So what would you recommend for the stomach one?
For the stomach one,
Stomach,
and
yeah.
she is that old. I think I would try with the lapacho or chanka. Just I think for these people the taste is more important. So whenever they like this taste, like taste of lapacho better, more than chanca piedra, then they should use another one, or maitenus you can also use. It really depends. I think lapacho or chanca I would try in this case.
And what about if the other products, not if it's not tea, because I don't have a tea at this moment here.
With a stomach ulcer, you can use easily like Draximun.
I was thinking Regal and Draximun or not? Yeah.
Draximun, yes. Draximun, yes. Regalan you can use as well. I would better use Citosan at first.
See, she doesn't drink enough water. I'm worried about that because she's got IBS as well. And that's my problem. She does tell me, I don't drink enough water, Eva. Obviously, half of the problem, but you don't make these people. That's the problem. You know, they have their own ways, and they don't even. Loads of English people don't like teas. They just like the milky tea. You know what I mean? So that's another. Yeah. So that's another thing. But obviously, I will offer it to her. But obviously, Draximon. I said Immunosan. She takes probiotics, but. I don't know what else. What about the green mushrooms, Misha?
Mushrooms could be, I think Mycopan would be nice.
Blue one, Mycopan, isn't it?
And what I would recommend her is relaxing. Does she sleep well?
She's been taking relaxant from me already.
Okay.
She loved it. Yeah, she used to love it. Yeah. She stopped now, and then she wants something else. She's one of those little bit. I need to tread carefully somehow. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you think did you say Mycopan? So yellow ones.
Yellow ones. Yes.
Yellow. Okay.
Ginex and Mycopan. You can use it for stomach ulcer. It's
Okay,
really good product. And then you can use Veronal for like long-term use.
Okay.
Veronal is very good.
Okay, so not Draximun then. Maybe Draximun on when it's flared up.
In case of acute inflammation,
you can use
Draximun.
Oh, okay. No worries. I will definitely tell her then, and she's then obviously decide what she wants. Can I have one more question?
Yes, of course.
Another of my clients' dad has been diagnosed with skin cancer. Again, doesn't take really much. And she just said, what can I give him, Eva?
Skin cancer.
Everybody
Like-
leave when it's too late. That's the thing. And when it's too late, then obviously, you know.
When it's too late, you can use Anona always for all cancers. When it's not too late, you can try with the Veronal. You can try with Lycopulm, which can be big support for the skin cancers.
Mhm.
Of course, you can try with Anona because Anona has like anti-cancer
Yeah, properties. Yeah.
effects. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can combine these three. Also, you can try with Titosan because it's taking out the toxins.
Yeah, that's correct.
And
Yeah. So maybe Citosan first and then Vironal Nicopol or Anona after the Citosan.
yes,
So Citosan,
yes.
Anona, and then maybe the Vironal Nicopol, isn't it?
It will depend how the doctors will cure the cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how it is big. So it's really like it will depend chemotherapy or radiation.
Yeah.
So there's so many different ways how to cure the cancer. So
Uh-huh.
we need to think about this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will need to find out this one. Yeah.
And when it will be, because don't take Citosan while the chemotherapy. It can be during the radiation, of course, but not with the chemotherapy. That must be after
Okay.
or
Okay.
between.
Okay, no worries. So maybe the Anona would be, so the Anona can be taken whatever it is. So maybe Anona would be actually the best to start with.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
yes,
And
yes.
can you use maybe cream or?
I think any cream is fine,
Mhm.
but it really depends how. I think in this way I should know more. I think
Mhm.
because like skin cancer can be really like so much different.
Yeah.
So there are so many types, but I think like Citovital could be fine.
Mhm. Calming. Yeah, yeah,
Citovital,
yeah.
or you can use the soap as well,
The Balnello.
and balneol
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
or even the biothermal would be nice.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. I
it
don't have
really
that.
depends.
Yeah, I don't have them here.
Hmm.
Um, okay, that's really good. All them soaps, isn't it, as well? I've got Citosan soap, Draximum soap also. Okay, no, that's fine. Thank you very much. That's really helpful. Thank
You're
you.
absolutely, and of course, in the hospital, uh, I usually use instead of soap because it's not easy to deal with the soap somewhere. So you can use shampoo.
Oh, yeah, good point, actually. Yeah, which is on the way. I don't have them as well. So hopefully soon. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, the shampoo has
Yes.
such a good feedback. I had on a Citosan shampoo. I honestly, like people
Yes.
loving it for psoriasis on a head, and we trying to get it through hairdressers slowly. So they just trialing it, but they said, "Oh my God!" Literally after the wash, 2, 3 washes, and it's gone from the
Yes.
scalp. Yeah, really good. So yeah, it's just getting it out there. But the tea is, you know what, the tea is so interesting, isn't it? All the really good. Thank you very much.
You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for your questions. So no another question?
Well, if no one has any more questions, Misha, I would like to thank you very much for today's webinar because I kind of refreshed again myself on the teas. And it's
You also need all the teas?
I also found out that I immediately need all the teas, I think. And the season just started, so I think I will have the chance this winter to go through the list. I just have to pick up my favorite to start with. So thank you very
Just
much.
mix them all together, Martina. That's what I'm thinking.
No,
No.
no tests, no tests on me, please. Well, anyway, next webinar, oh my God, is going to be already November. So the next date when we see each other is 4th of November. And I think it's going to be very, very nice. It's going to be about mycosynergy and all our mushroom products. So we will find out about the extraordinary powers of these products. Maybe we could plan the webinar a bit longer because we have some amazing news in energy regarding energy food. And maybe I could at the beginning share a small presentation with you so you are aware what the company is working on, where we are heading, what are the plans. It's good to see. So I think in 14 days we will be fully loaded with very important information. So until then, I will wish you very beautiful autumn days. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for working with energy. Thanks for being in our energy family. And yeah, we look forward to see you next time. And I will stop the recording now. If anyone has anything else